go, and we are live on the Red Pill News for you tonight. Yeah. So I'll say this. No eternal reward will forgive us now for wasting the dawn. Jim Morrison, man. Amazing poet, right? This is the deal. People screwed up. And the more screwed up people are, the more we find them as entertaining, apparently. And then we watch television, or you guys do anyway. I kind of do. I've fallen into the world of I got rid of cable and saved myself a couple of $100 a month, and now I just subscribe to services that I know have the content that I want that are either limited in commercial fashion or commercial free. And I'm not even paying under what $30 a month, not including, I mean, internet or my apartment is included. But so $30 a month is costing me basically to have everything that I want. And that's spoiled right there. I mean, when I grew up, we had a handful of channels, 7 reliable channels, and there whatever was on was what was on. And that was it. And it was just as lame as what's on today. And when I had cable, I kind of just would cruise the channels. The commercials bothered me. There was so many of them. And then when I started subscribing to this other, these direct content sites, you start watching your favorite shows, you realize all the stuff you actually missed because of commercials, because of what they edited out. So whatever. It's a world of pay me and I want to give you nothing in return and watch you suffer. So howdy doody to you. All right. So anyway, I really, really don't understand Alex Rodriguez, but I do. And this is funny, right? Yeah. I'm starting off. I gotta talk about Britney, man. I can't do all those stories about Britney and then not continue on the car wreck that her life is right now. That's really funny, but and you know I don't have any sympathy for those people because they're what they are. But Alex Rodriguez, here's a dude, and I do have sympathy for him. And it just goes to show you, I like the fact that these guys can be mega famous. They got the bucks, they got the mansions, they got all this great stuff. But yet they still have the flowery trappings of emotions. And, you know, when whatever J-Lo has, she's got the Kavorka. I got the Kavorka. The women have liked me that had no reason to. It's an energy type of thing. So, but so Alex Rodriguez was with J Lo, right? And I don't know for not even all that long, and they broke up, and now she's out there openly dating again Ben Affleck. Mostly women can have whatever they want, whoever they want, basically. You know that, like, if a guy loses a woman, the female will have a better chance of attracting a new mate than the male. This is all through the animal kingdom, usually. Yeah. In this case, the male is Alex Rodriguez. Now, and it's also happening with those other ones, the Kardashian and that dude, Kanye, happening with them too. They broke up and divorced, and now she's dating some. I don't know who the guy is from Saturday Night Live, dating him, and then now this dude's out there like front page dating some model. It's so transparent. They're wearing their feelings on their sleeves. The guys are not these women. J Lo could care less if Alex Rodriguez is suffering. So here it is. Alex Rodriguez texting Kelly Benjamin, right, has asked her out more than once. So has A-Rod set his sights on former model and Real Housewife of New York, Kelly Benjamin, following his split from Jennifer Lopez. We hear the former Yankees slugger, 46 years old, has been texting the 53-year-old reality star turned real estate broker, asking to hang out. See now, again, let me point this out for you, boys and girls. He's 46. J Lo, what was she, 51 and 52? Here's another woman, 53. Mommy complex. I can go all through Hollywood about these guys that have the mommy complex. And that's kind of a hold that they have over them. You know, it's a weakness of them, they themselves, right? So here we go. They have a cute and flirty text relationship, says an insider. So do I, and like 300 people, you know, like that's no indication of hot relationship. Alex has asked her out more than once, although she has not gone on a date with him. A rep for Benjamin confirmed to Page Six that Sheen Rodriguez, who is an avid real estate investor, have been in contact. Now, she's like, hey, I heard you guys are texting back and forth and whatever's getting pretty hot. Oh, we've been in contact. What the hell does that mean? He sent her a postcard, That's kind of, especially out there in the media, because all these guys air their dirty laundry in social media, unsocial, anti-social media. Let's see. Oh, this is it. Not even her. It's a rep. They've been having a fun text relationship for the last couple of months, said Benjamin's rep. She thinks he is charming and a gentleman. I feel the same way about the guy who takes the trash away, garbage collector. He's a charming gentleman. You carry that bag away. Benjamin rep added, they have mutual friends, and she has been talking to him about real estate. So basically, he's trying anything. I'll buy a house from you. Come on, talk to me. She's talking to a client, future client. She's not looking for a date. Here's a picture of her. She's nothing, man. Don't be mean or anything, but damn. This guy should be looking for a girl in the mid-30s, cute as can be, somebody who hasn't hit the wall, And if he wants to be a family guy, to find a girl with kids, don't, you know. Probably the latter is better for him. And stay away from these early 50 ones. Yeah, they're a mixed bag. That early 50 group. You know what I mean? A-Rod's rep, meanwhile, his rep, it's a battle of reps, was much more curt to the point. She's reached out on a real estate opportunity, and that is it. A-Rod's rep, probably his mom. You know what I mean? She just reached out for real estate. That's it. He's a good boy. He deserves better than these women who don't have time for him. A lot of people reach out to him for business purposes. There you go. Benjamin has sold over a whopping $100 million of real estate this year. She's in the money with Douglas Elliman. Who the fuck is that? She represents properties in New York City, the Hamptons, and South Florida, and has also recently expanded into Europe and with Knight Frank. She got a few guys. His picture of A-Rod with J-Lo. Look at little J-Lo. I'm not seeing it. She's not my type, but even people aren't my type. I usually see it, you know what I mean? Let's see. A-Rod split from Jennifer Lopez after a 2-year engagement. So 2 years they're engaged. That's like pathetic, man. Even to know someone 2 years and older than be engaged, you get problems. What about getting to know somebody? Some of these guys just like to get married, like Ben Affleck. Man, he makes his rounds. He's been with every Hollywood crazy nut chick that there is, like all of them. He should write a book, The Crazy Women of Hollywood by Ben Affleck. It'd be a bestseller. They had twice postponed their wedding after rumors bubbled up that he had been playing the field with Southern Charm reality star Madison LaCroix. Playing the field. Well, he's a baseball player. That's kind of his thing. J Lo dances, shakes her booty. This guy plays baseball. Isn't he out in the field? Isn't that what he does? Or wasn't he a pitcher or something? I don't follow it. I'm looking up Madison LaCroix to see how hot she is. Let's see. I don't know. Cute, blonde. Yeah, she looks kind of. I don't know. Here's some other guy. Here's her fiance. This dude, he's a good looking dude too. They look good together, man. Look at that. Oh, she got an ex-husband and a little kid. There's the anchor baby. I call them anchor babies. The women are with successful, wealthy guys, and they pop out a baby, and then 2 years they're gone. It's it's a financial anchor baby. And here she is on the boat. Let's see what she looks like. Yeah, she's pretty good, man. A trophy wife, right? You know what that is? But okay, let's get back to this reality. He's never physically cheated on his fiancée with me, LaCroix declared to Page 6, saying that they had FaceTime but never met in person. He's never physically cheated on his fiancée with me. Wow, that is a lawyer in court. I'm going to hear this in court answer. He's never physically, did they have like phone sex? Did they have a FaceTime sex with A-Rod? I don't think he's a good looking dude. I think he's not a good looking dude. His wallet looks better than anything. Believe me, if he was A-Rod, the guy washing dishes at McDonald's, or whatever, they don't even have dishes there. If he was A-Rod, the guy making fries at McDonald's, he wouldn't be getting these girls. Right? That's kind of how it goes. That's why I don't put any stock in these people, because I know that they're for sale. They're all for sale one way. See, now J-Lo is not for sale because she got her own money. In fact, she bought that one guy. Remember, she had that young dude in his 20s and bought him a pickup truck? And the guy took all kinds of crap over it. Because she bought him a pickup truck. A pickup truck, Not like some hot-ass Mercedes hot rod. It says, meanwhile, A-Rod's dating life has been quiet. Not for lack of trying, though, it seems. That's loser talk. Lopez quickly moved on to a high-profile romance with her former Ben Affleck. Yeah, of course. She's kicking up her heels. Because you know why? When people break up, they usually go back to their ex as the fall back, and then they go forward. But J-Lo has got, like every guy she's with, runs out and buys her a big diamond ring. It's the worst thing you can do with women, especially women like that. It's actually kind of disrespectful. I'll tell you about jewelry. It's got to be well placed in the right thing. It can't be too much and too crazy. And then it actually causes a whole psychological effect on women when you gift them all that stuff. And, should be more about the thought, right, than the dollar sign. The ones who care about the dollar signs are the women you don't want to be with. That's actually pretty simple. So, but anyway, here's a weird story that I saw that things that make you go, Man who flew to space with William Shatner dies in New Jersey plane crash. And I don't know why the story kind of grabbed me. Just the fact that the guy was with William Shatner flying into space a couple weeks ago. Now he's dead. Poor guy. A New York City entrepreneur who recently flew to space with Star Trek star William Shatner was one of two people killed when a small plane crashed in New Jersey on Thursday afternoon. Tech CEO Glenn DeVries, 49 years old, who traveled to space along with Shatner last month during a flight launched by Jeff Bezos, and was identified by New Jersey State Police as having perished in the crash. painful loss. Bezos' girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez, wrote in a statement, posting a picture of the crash victim, But is this going to be a curse of Shatner? That sounds silly, because William Shatner's got a weird history of people dying around him. I don't know. Sad for this guy, though. And I think he had his moment going into space, at least, like, but isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how life is? That's probably why the story grabbed me, because I've been thinking about, my mom died in April of cancer. I've been just thinking about all this stuff, and just life and death in general, and people's struggles. You know what I mean? So, but this guy was, let's see, lived in Greenwich Village. Let's see, he was a brilliant and a kind man. Wow. Some people say nice things about you when you die, usually. It depends on who you are. It depends on who you are, I guess. But, so at least he had his moment, right? He said that he could die now, like when he went up there. It's like really weird that he said that. A couple weeks later, he's like dead. So anyway, that was my life and death moment when I was reading these stories, So I think that, all right. So, Britney Spears and the Bimbo Summit is what they call it. Bimbo, the Bimbo Summit 2021. Let's see. Right. Well, you had a lot of, like they called it the Bimbo Summit because you had Paris Hilton get married. You got Britney Spears freed from her conservatorship, and Lindsay Lohan will be making her comeback on Netflix. I didn't call it the Bimbo Summit. I'm not taking that heat. Yeah, but what was the other story that I wanted to go into? So basically, Britney Spears' conservatorship is over, right? We all know because you saw it. She's more famous for that now than her than basically her career or whatever else she did. She was a model for underwear or something like that. I don't know. I know she was kind of a musician. So Britney Spears is free. Free the Britney. And you've seen her post herself naked all over, I don't know, whatever, social media. Her version of the battle in court was to get naked. And I don't know, she has a very weird life. And this is the spectacle that people kind of watch and pay attention to because of their own lives are just so regular. You get up, you get ready, you go to work, you go home, unless you work from home, you eat, you watch some crap, you go to sleep. And then these are the people who are out there that can act like this without getting fired, really. That's kind of it. And keep in mind, when her father took over as her handler, she had no money, she was in debt, she was a train wreck. And not to mention the fact that she was in a mental institution and the judge was looking to put her away. The judge was looking to put her away. The judge ordered this conservatorship, whatever you want. I've heard it pronounced so many different ways. The judge has ordered it. This is why it happened. Her father stepped up to the plate. He helped. And in a short amount of time, the guy helped her. She has $60 million in the bank. She's taking care of the debt. So basically he rebuilt her life. And the terrible thing she says about her father and her mother just shows you that here's a woman who hit the wall. She's hitting 40. She just is still acting like the 12-year-old. I kind of feel like a lot of people don't get past the age of 12. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Just the mentality alone. just some, they don't get it, you know. So just like the people who liked her music, it was the 12-year-old girls, right, that followed her music, and she influenced those people, and it wasn't a good positive influence either. And yeah, she went nuts. She did that thing, this pulled that stunt, shaved her head, and she hadn't seen her kids in all that time, and this guy reunited her with her kids. So that's the background. And then of course these people who would say they're her fans, that kind of drove the whole social media nightmare, right? So a Los Angeles judge Friday agreed to terminate the pop star, her extraordinary legal conservatorship after a sensational lengthy battle over whether the singer was mentally sound enough to control her $60 million estate. Then she got the Iranian boyfriend that hates Americans and hates the father, openly called the father an a-hole and all this other stuff. And the guy's a lot younger. I think he's like 26. He's a fitness guru special. Not even a guru. Gurus are known. This guy's not known. He's just a guy with a good body, and he's good looking and trying to snag some. He's a gold digger, right? Trying to snag some older woman with some bucks. You know, that's my summary of the guy, since I've heard him talk, and you don't have to listen to him too long to know what he's all about. So the fight had pitted the former Mouseketeer turned pop princess. She's a Mouseketeer. It's a representation of a rat. Whenever I see Mickey Mouse, I think of a rat, and I'm linking to the empire they built around the rat. I never got into the whole Mickey Mouse thing. It was actually before my time, even though they still tried to push those commercials. I was more of a Tom and Jerry type of guy. So, and Snoopy, man, Peanuts, So, let's see. She turned on her family, primarily her father, Jamie Spears, who had been appointed her conservator back in 2008. The court finds I'm just gonna say it's a handler. The court finds the handlership because he was a handler, right? It's no longer required. Judge Brenda Penny announced. Okay, Brittany took to Instagram soon, and then the ruling was to say it was the best day ever. Good God, I love my fans so much. It's crazy. I think I'm going to cry the rest of the day. My Iranian boyfriend's been counting my money all day long, and he's happy too. The 39-year-old pop icon wrote. That's the boyfriend part. I embellished. Throngs of supporters cheered and danced as they heard the news outside the courthouse. This is a monumental day for Britney Spears. I'm so proud of Britney. I thank her. Is her lawyer? This is a monumental day for Britney Spears and me. I get paid. The lawyers get millions out of this, man, said Matthew Rosengart, her lawyer. I'm so proud of Britney. I thank her. I thank her for her courageous poise and power and money. Money. But he added, it's also a somber day for me, for Brittany, and I think for a lot of us who have been following conservatorships and how they operate. I know that there's others who want to sue, and I'm available for you. As long as you pay me money. All right. She helped shine a light on not only this handling, which was corrupted by James Spears. So how was it corrupted? But they never actually said how. They call people names. They say all this other stuff. How this guy helped her build her fortune back. 60 million. He could have just left her in debt, and left her in a loony bin, man. He loved his daughter. He didn't want to see that. They worried about her. She wasn't making her own honest decisions because she wasn't able to. The judge that put him in charge said that she's either him or the loony bin, right? Here's a picture of the Iranian boyfriend wearing a shirt, "Free Britney," and on the back of his shirt it says "Payday, Payday." Let's see, Britney Spears and fiance Sam Ashgari. Ashgari, "I would be the best. I am a fitness expert. Look and feel my muscles, Britney." "Yes, Sam." Free Britney t-shirts. Oh boy. So this is her load. This is her fan. People who wrote on a box. These are the people who have got enough free time. They don't work for a living. They have the free time to go stand on a corner and say "Free Britney." They should get jobs. Jobs. Okay. Friday's win for Spears comes after her dad was booted from his role. Meanwhile, if you read it, he resigned it a couple of years ago. He took a back seat and they appointed a whole other thing that she wanted. She kept getting what she wanted, but she knows how she's like rabid dog focused on the mom and the dad. Very typical in the psychological world, man. Even in the world of psychology. Let's see. In late September, blah blah blah. Even with even Penny, who's Penny, saying that at the time that having him at the helm of his daughter's estate was untenable and reflective of a toxic environment. Okay, because of what? Because they made sure that she didn't do drugs. They made sure that she didn't just get into a Ferrari and smash it into the wall, or just go completely nuts. I mean, was this or the asylum, man? I mean, it was that simple. So, a certified public accountant, John Zabel, took over as Spears' handler September 29th. Zabel will now need to start the process of disengaging the handlership. Over the summer, the 39-year-old Grammy winner. She won a Grammy. That's why the Grammys are a sham. Shammy Grammy. They broke her silence on the handlership for the first time in 13 years and gave 2 days of dramatic court testimony. She called the legal arrangement abusive. And see, that's another word that doesn't mean anything anymore because people have overused it to the point where, I mean, they don't understand what abuse is, right? And she said it had been used to ruin her life. Meanwhile, if he didn't step into her life, she would have nothing but debt. Even her little boyfriend wouldn't be there because there's no money to smell, and that would be that. "I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy. It's a lie." So if she's lying then, how can you tell she's not lying now? Obviously, she has no problem lying to people. "I lied saying it was okay, but it's a lie. My boyfriend pointed it out to me." She's now calling for her father to be jailed. "He's terrible. He goes to jail." "I thought just maybe if I said that enough, maybe I might become happy because I've been in denial." There you go. "I've been in shock. I am traumatized. Fake it till you make fake it till you make it." That's her thing. Fake it till you make it. "But now I'm telling you the truth." Oh, that deserves a Bill McCormick. There was this guy I knew, and he had the good Bill McCormick. He had the best laugh. Ah, 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 ah. Oh my God. "I've been in shock. I'm traumatized. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. But now I'm telling you the truth." Oh my God. Now I'm telling you the truth. It's my wish and my dream for all this to end. Britney's fiance, Sam Ashgari, shared a video early Friday of them both smiling and wearing free Britney t shirts. And earlier this week, Spears wrote about the upcoming hearing in an Instagram post. This week is going to be very interesting for me, wrote Spears, who wasn't present for the hearing. I haven't prayed for something more in my life. That she's praying for. She didn't pray for all the craziness. Oh my God. But what if her father didn't step in? She would have been railroaded, not even railroaded, because she was nuts, acting where she couldn't take care of herself. I mean, you know, it really became a thing where I think the guy did care about his daughter, and it wasn't like he cashed in on the money either. I mean, he got paid a salary, which anybody would. So it wasn't like he was taking all this money for himself. He rebuilt her fortune. That's just amazing. So anyway, Spears' parents first moved to implement the conservatorship, which prevented the toxic crooner from having. That's one of her songs, I guess. That's the only one they ever talk about. So I think that's the only one she ever maybe did. I remember the video of her with her little shapely booty, and she was like the what do they call them? Flight attendant on the airplane, kind of shaking her booty. She's the toxic flight attendant. All right. Anyway, she during her high-profile breakdown and mental health crisis in 2008, Britney Spears. So it's a train wreck, and you guys got to see it, right? But it's kind of funny how it was the judge that ordered all these things back in the day for her because she couldn't take care of herself. And then now it comes down to her father's evil, right? When here we go. Let's see. I have to read this to you because this is where it all began. All right. All right. So let me go back. All right. So, ooh, look at her with brown hair, man. It's better as a blonde anyway. February 2008. I guess in 2006, she filed for divorce from Kevin Friedland, who she shares sons. I mean, she got kids, for God's sakes, man. However, the following months, Brittany and Federline found themselves in custody disputes. All that went on. Let's see. So that was like the beginning of her mentalness, because let me get down to the important part here. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. Probably. Never mind. Anyway, she basically lost her stuff, and she ended up in a freaking loony bin, man. I'm trying to look for this. This doesn't really give the right account. It was wrong in their information. Let's see. In January 2008, Brittany, then 26, allegedly locked herself in the bathroom with her kids. The police were called. Blah, blah, blah. Subsequent hospitalization. Hospitalized and underwent mental health evaluations. But it's funny because when the media gets into this, they examine the what and the where and the why, but not really who's to blame, you know. But I mean, she had a severe mental health crisis, and the judge knew that she couldn't take care of herself because the things that she had done were all Fruit Loops. You know what I mean? So I really feel like the media loves to just kick people when they're down and destroy people on one sense, But it was a series of breakdowns, you know. But I mean, she had locked herself in the bathroom and threatening suicide. She had the kids, and but then she had a 3 hour standoff with the cops. Let's see. Spears tested free of illegal drugs, so there you go. So it's not the drugs making her nuts, but her bizarre behavior was they're saying the result of a purple monster mixed with vodka, NyQuil, and Red Bull, which she downed along with 100 prescription pills. So she's trying to kill herself, right? Including 12 Vicodins, 6 Ritalins, and 10 sleeping pills. So she tried to commit suicide. You don't down vodka, NyQuil, Red Bull, and a hundred prescription pills. What does she weigh? 125 pounds, 130 pounds. You don't do that and say you want to live. I mean, obviously that's not partying. So after she consumed the cocktails, Spears called her pregnant 16-year-old sister, Jamie Lynn, pregnant 16-year-old sister. They're from like the South, man, aren't they? They got that. Jamie Lynn, I just took 100 pills and a purple monster. Girl, are you crazy? They said that she's been she'll be taking over the spotlight soon, saying that you're not going to be the only effing Spears on the front cover of a magazine next week. Yeah, because she was killing herself. So, but, all right. I can tell you without hesitation that a human being could not ingest all those drugs and still be on this planet. This is what the doctor said that pumped his stomach. The additive effect, the combined toxicities, and the out and out poisonous properties of those things would send someone surely to the morgue. Let's say. So, yep, she did all that stuff, and then let's see, anyways, year and a half long binge of breakdowns, which in 2007, including shaving her head bald and beating a car with an umbrella. Imagine this, some probably poor dude in the car. Hey, 911, there's a bald woman. I think it's Britney Spears. She beat my car with an umbrella. Shouting all kinds of stuff about purple monsters. Oh, help me. According to People magazine, Spears' bizarre behavior is a result of an undiagnosed bipolar disorder. I lived with someone for 14 years that had undiagnosed bipolar disorder. I'll tell you, it's a roller coaster ride, right? That wasn't the only thing either. Freaking psychopath, narcissist. So yeah, I've been through boot camp. Let's see. An unnamed source close to Spears' family told People magazine there's no question she's bipolar. She's had manic episodes for years. Let's see. Though she was described as hysterical Thursday after checking out of Cedars Sinai Hospital, the pop star went out to dinner with a photographer where she seemed in a really good mood and had champagne mimosa to drink. Was she like dumping pills in there? I've been keeping my eye on her, man. So basically, I mean, what it is. This is what it is. I'm not going to take any responsibility away from another human being, but the world that she's in is not the real world. The real world is the world that we're in. And when it comes to like these Hollywood people, they're still people, but their setting for life is not a standard normal setting of where they can kind of function and they within a certain realm of acceptability. Basically, they're in a fantasy world, and they have to be able to function on that fantasy level, right? And if they don't, they crash and burn. And a lot of the ones who were young, she was in a Mickey Mouse Club or whatever. She didn't have a regular life like a kid's life. And, look at Michael Jackson. What a nightmare train wreck his whole life was. And the guy had a lot of problems, and nobody ever cared. Nobody ever did anything about it. It was all about these guys making money for the machine, right? So Brittany, no different. She had a lot of and what, a year and a half's worth of these psychotic episodes, endangering her kids and all this other stuff, trying to kill herself. Obviously, you know, uh, her father saved her life and rebuilt her fortune. Made her life much easier. She was upset because she necessarily couldn't just go out and do what she wanted to do. You know, but that was ordered by the judge. But look how they vilified the father and the mother too. And the stuff people say, you can go out there and help and help and help and help and help somebody, and man, sometimes they just turn on you and say the worst possible nastiest things, and just, and you say, what's it all for? What's it all for? You think that in the greater good, that the guy did some kind of good. You're going to see Brittany, her life will spiral out of control. This dude she's with wants to marry her. It's going to be, give it 3 years. Her life will get right back to where it was. Well, she'll be shaving her head bald and beating a car with an umbrella. You know what I mean? So, Andy Dick. Remember Andy Dick? Very out there, obvious guy. He was on news radio, right? I used to watch a show called News Radio here and there. So, Andy Dick, very outspoken, Hollywood type of guy, flamboyantly gay, in your face to everybody type of gay. That's fine. I don't judge people what they are. They seem to want to keep saying, putting the emphasis on their gayness. I kind of find it funny when people reference their color of their skin or their sexual choice, behavior, whatever gender, whatever they think they are. They reference that constantly, like that's the definition of what they are, but it's just part of what they are, but they define themselves within that, right? When people do that, to me, they're not real people. They're kind of just using it, you know. So anyway, Andy Dick was arrested for domestic battery, right? Where he allegedly smacked a bottle of liquor over the head of his boyfriend. Authorities went to the 55-year-old Dick's L.A. area home, where he and his partner allegedly caught into an argument that escalated into a physical altercation. Cops apparently found enough evidence to arrest the troubled comedian for domestic battery. It's like they slipped that in, the troubled comedian. Though he posted a $50,000 bond just 3 hours later, according to the website. And apparently, now this is kind of funny because this Instagram influencer, this girl, a couple weeks ago, stabbed her boyfriend 3 times. Before she did that, months earlier, she attacked her cousin with an alcohol bottle, smashing her in the head, doing other stuff, and she messed her thumb up where her nail was separated from the rest of her thumb. And it's gross. They let her out on just a few bucks bond, and she was playing around with a cop and showing herself off, right? She gets to walk away. Well, this guy walked away too, but he just had to post $50,000 bond. Do you think Andy Dick is a danger to the public? Maybe, maybe. And apparently, this isn't the first time that Andy Dick has gone berserk, right? So this is the second time within 2 months the cops were called to Dick's home over the domestic. So you would think that they would put this guy in a cell for a couple of weeks to make him understand, where things are at, right? But no, because these are Hollywood people and entertainers, and it's a money game than anything else, right? So anyway, in October, he was reportedly busted when he allegedly hit his boyfriend in the face with a frying pan. Punk, like clunk. Oh my God! Hope it wasn't one of those iron Oh my God, that's some anger right there. Dick has quite the rap sheet. Let's see. He was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, after allegedly attacking his lover with a metal chair. Chair, frying pan, alcohol bottle. Seems like the devices are getting smaller and lighter, at least. His fiancee at the time then called off their engagement with, Eliza Jordana, saying she did love Andy at one point, but that things turned bad for the pair after he consistently turned to his ex-lover, Lucas Crawford. You know, he kept going back. That's got to be terrible for that woman. And in 2019, Dick was charged with groping a driver from a ride hailing service, but the groping charges don't stop there. In 2018, he pleaded not guilty to misdemeanor battery and misdemeanor sexual battery after allegedly groping a woman's buttocks. He was also axed from an indie movie that year after being accused of groping cast members and crew members. He denied the claims but admitted, I might have kissed someone on the cheek to say goodbye and then licked them. That's nice. Ugh. In 2014, Dick crashed a share house, ran naked through Montauk, and unsuccessfully tried to engage in a threesome by allegedly groping a woman's husband. All right. In what was seen as an attempt to wrestle with his demons, he launched a podcast called Addicted to Love this year, where he was planning with talking with doctors, therapists, spiritual leaders, and recovery specialists to help him shape up. It doesn't sound like it's working. Results were mixed, he told one of the experts. He said, I think I am effing fine. I think I'm effing fine. And then he clunked the doctor. I think I'm effing fine, doctor. Clunked him with a metal chair. You bastard. Dick's rep did not immediately respond to our request for comments. Oh, man. Oh, man. No testimony from Dick. Well, why is the guy sitting in jail? I mean, a normal person, anybody out there, you, me, you try to have a rap sheet like that and not be cool on your heels. You know why? Because he's famous. Apparently, that's all you got to be. A little famous. You're not even like famous. Most people don't even know who the hell he is now. You know, that's the way you have to be if you want to get away with it, right? So look at Alec Baldwin. What's going on with him? He shot and killed people. He shot and killed a woman and shot his director. Some directors are terrible, but you didn't shoot them. He took a gun loaded with a real bullet, pointed it at a cinematographer, and shot and killed her. What the hell is he doing pointing a gun at her? So, yeah, that's the deal. But yet he's out, at restaurants in the city, showing off. He's out there with his wife, his kid. Everybody's taking pictures of them. You think the guy would be inside for a while at least? You think the guy would have some kind of respect? But they don't, because these are like these Hollywood monsters. They don't care, right? So then, of course, his wife is named Hilaria, which is hilarious. Hilaria Baldwin checking in with fans amid the Alec Baldwin Rust incident. They call it the Rust. Look at her. She's mean looking. He just looks like he doesn't know where the hell he is. Hilaria Baldwin wants fans to know that her family is doing okay amid her husband's murderous rampage on the set of Rust. Let's see. The tragic shooting incident. Checking in and sharing a few moments. Let's see. She's a yoga instructor, 37. 37? Man, she looks like she's probably about maybe 50. She's pushing 50. let's see, she captioning a sweet post shared on Instagram. I know you worry, she added. We love you and miss you. Yeah, okay. See, that's it. It's the fans. You gotta keep things going. She should shave her head and run out and then beat a car with a umbrella. Everybody should do that. In support of Britney Spears. Just shave your head and go out and beat cars and umbrellas naked. I just threw the naked part in there because it'd be funnier. All right, so, and by the way, like me personally, that doesn't shock me what people do. I'm from the city. You know what I mean? Every time I was in New York City, every time, and I mean every time, out of the thousands of times I've been in the city, I've seen something completely off the wall crazy. And after a while, you just get used to it. You get desensitized, man. So, and then there's clips of these guys enjoying their lives and they're having fun. Alec is 63, got an 8-month-old daughter. He's 63 with an 8-month-old daughter. You guys think I should have kids? I'm 55, man. I think, what good would I be if I'm like, even if, like, let's say you're 56, you have a kid, and, by the time they're 20, you're like 76. That's kind of old. Like, you're on your way out, you know? And is that fair to the kid? Like, you're pushing for the Grim Reaper, and they're graduating school. I don't know. So, oh, and here's Conway. Here's Kanye. Kanye West dating model Vinetria. Vinetria. I bet he can't even say her name. Vinetria. She probably doesn't even care. Admit Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. The Pete Davidson thing I don't understand. But whatever. I don't ever say to anybody who dated anybody, man. Fine. Date who you want to date. Let's see. But this guy's out. He paid this girl, Vinetria, basically. She's not all that great either. Look at him with his face, thinking about Kim Kardashian's bodacious booty with Vinetria sitting next to him and her little narrow butt. He looks sad. He looks sad. Plus, Conway, Kanye's a deep guy. He's a deep dude. And I can't name one of his songs, but I know a little bit about him. And I also know that other strumpet wouldn't even be famous if it was for him. That country, whatever she is. I can't even remember her name because I can't stand her so much. But when I see her, I'm like, ugh. But yeah, he made her famous during those awards, right? Let's see. And then Bennifer 2.0, they're calling it, was spotted making out on a tarmac in Los Angeles before she boarded a private jet on Saturday afternoon, looking head over heels in love as she and Ben Affleck gazed into each other's eyes. Let's see. Look at her, how happy she is. Oh, hey, Rod, you couldn't make her happy like that. You can't even get some old real estate woman to call you back. That's pretty bad, man. I know my horns are popping up laughing about this, but come on, man. Here are these guys like just madly in love. Oh my God. They had an amazing Halloween. They're a blended family. They got the kids going out together. All right, anyway. We've had, see, Lopez 52, Ben Affleck 49. That's it. These guys got that thing going on. So anyway, I'm just having too much fun. I guess we have to end the show anyway. So, hey, Rod, sitting there. That's the worst, man. When you break up with someone breaks up with you, and then they're like, some chicks, you're like right out there right away, dating these guys, and then you have to see it. Bad enough, a regular person doesn't really have to see it. You can delete them and do all this other stuff, but when you're famous, they're just in the media. They're out there. They're pushing the thing. Look how happy she is now. And you know that you were the douche, the last one there that she wasn't happy with you. Oh, man. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week on the Red Pill News. We had a lot more to talk about next week is Thanksgiving. Since I'm not really celebrating Thanksgiving, I should be on doing a show, so no problem there, man. And we'll talk about, I don't know, whatever we'll talk about then. I'll see you guys next week on the Red Pill News. Have a lovely evening. I love you all. Love you all. Love you all. Goodbye.